Hello everybody. In this video we are going to learn how to conduct online exam using Google Forms. We will learn how to create questions, then how student will respond to the question, and finally how we are going to evaluate and prepare the mark list. So let's start. For that, first we will open forms.google.com. We will get a window like this. We have to click on blank. So we click on blank. Now here you can see this is the window of Google Form. So first here, in this place untitled form, here we provide a title to our test. So suppose the title be first unit test. First unit test, and here you can provide some description, like you can provide the subject name. Suppose the subject is computer, then we can provide the time which we are allotting and the maximum time, maximum marks. So full marks, let me write down like this, or whatever is the pattern you can write in that form. And here we can write down time, suppose let it be of 30 minutes. So this is our description. The way you want, you can provide your description. Now from here, the next thing which we will put, we will ask the student to write their name. So here we write name of student. Student will answer. This is already selected short answer. If it is not selected, so you can select from here short answer. So here student will answer. Then this is required, so we will check this. And next we will create a section to provide the roll number. So here we can give roll number. This will also be in short answer kind. So this is there, short answer kind. We will check this one, required. Then one more we will take for class and section. So here we write down class and section. So this is also required. This will also be in the short answer kind. So we have chosen short answer and this is required. So these are the important things which student have to fill up, and we need this records for students identity. Then we will start writing the questions. So from here, this plus symbol, we click here, and here we have the first question. So we write down over here. Now in this form we are going to have all types of question, like we will put multiple choice question, true false question, then short answers question, and there will also be where the student will be allowed to draw diagram. So we are going to see all those options, so one by one. The first one is, this is true or false question. So here I'm going to type the question. So here I have written the question. Now I will provide the options. So as this can be taken as a multiple choice, so here I provide two choices. One is true and the other one is false. So we have provided this. Then here we have to click on this required. Now suppose if your question is only multiple choice question, then that will be evaluated as soon as the student answers the question and submits his question. But in this, as we are going to enter some short answer type questions and there will be some diagram also, so we need to do some settings, and for that we click over here settings, and here in this general nothing has to be checked. If this is checked, then please click it and remove, otherwise because we don't need email addresses of the students. Then click on presentation. Here this is by default, this is checked, like show link to submit another response. So if student answers once, then he can again answer the same the question which we will provide them. So we have to uncheck them. And suppose here this is the confirmation message is already there. If you want to change, you can change from here. Like here it is given your response has been recorded. If you want to put any other thing, then we can put over here. Then we click on quizzes. Here we have to check this. Now here you can see this option immediately after its submission, means the grade will be released if this option will be chosen if you are providing only multiple choice questions, and that the marks will be, or the grade will be released immediately after submission of the form. But in this we are going to provide some short answers also, and where some manual corrections will be required. So in this we need to check this one, and these all can be this can be checked, because students can at the end they can see that which question they have missed, what are their correct answers, and how much point they have got. So we click on this save option. Now simultaneously I will provide the answers of all the questions. So here the marks will be, suppose let it be 1, and the answer is, for this question the answer is true. So this will be recorded, and when the student will enter the marks, will enter their choice, so this will be compared. So we click on done. So this question is now done. Now to add next question, we click on this plus sign again, and here we write down the second question. This is my second question. So, and let it be multiple choice question. So here I provide the correct answers, the options I'm providing. So first option is, then second option is multitasking. The third option is multi-threading. So these are the options. Here, if you want to add more options, you can provide them. Then go to answer key. Here, this will also be of 1 mark, and we provide the answer. The correct answer is multitasking. So this is done. Now again, we have to, if you want to, we have to add more questions. So we will click on this plus sign. Now we have to type the third question. The third question is full form of FTP is dash, and here we can make it as a short question type. So from here we can choose short answer, and the student will be asked to answer over here. As this is full form, we know that full form is fixed one, so here we can provide the answer also, and so when the student will submit, this answer will be evaluated. So the correct answer is file transfer protocol. Now if you think that if you provide any full form question and you think that this option will also be correct, this option can also be correct, so you can provide multiple options over here. And other than those, like suppose if the full form of FTP something else can also be correct, then we can provide that option over here, and here we will check this, so that if the student answers any other thing, that will be marked as incorrect. So this is also done. Now we add the next question. Next question number 4. Here this is short answer kind of question. So define algorithm. Now this question student can answer in their own way, so we are not going to provide any answer to this. So this is also going to be short answer, or if you think this is a big answer, you can provide paragraph for that. So I'm choosing short answer, and Answer key we can't provide, so let it be of 3 marks. So this is also done. Similarly, one question I'm going to provide, which will be for drawing a diagram. So in this video we can learn all such possibilities of questions which we can give to students. So a flow chart draw a flow chart to find area of a circle. So here in this question, student will be asked to draw a picture which they can draw in their copy, and they will have to click that photo, click the photo of that, and they will post it in this question, so in this form. So here we have to choose this file upload, where we are asking student to upload something, so we have to choose this file upload. So you click on this, then click on continue, and here we have to do some settings like allow only one specific file types. So suppose if you have to mention the type of file which student is going to enter, so let it be image, then it can be document, like student can draw it in MS Word and send, and it can be some drawings. So we choose all these things, then 10 MB is sufficient, and this is required. We click check on this, and let's provide a marks, let it be of 4 marks. So here we have provided it 4 marks. So like this we have this also required, so this also we have done. So like this we have created this 5 questions. So this is our question, as you can see. Now here we can provide the class name also. Suppose this is for class 8. Okay, so we have done. Now if you want to preview your how your form is going to look, so you can preview from here. So we can see that this form will look like this. So here you can see this is our form which we have created just now. So now next step will be just to check one settings. These all should be unchecked. Here also this should be unchecked. If you want to change this, if you want to give any other confirmation message, then you can do over from here and then save. Then our next step will be to send these questions to the student. So for this we click on this send, and here if you want to send through mail, so you can send give the mail address of the student. But what we will do, we will copy the link. Normally if we have to send any message to students, we are doing through our WhatsApp group. So now I'm going to send this link to a WhatsApp group. So for this I got when you will click this, then you will get the link of this file. Click on this shorten URL. Now copy. Now what will happen, this link has been copied. Now the next step will be I'm going to connect to my WhatsApp, and I will send it in my group. So once you get connected to your WhatsApp group, send the link to the group where you want to send, and then students will click on the link, and by clicking on the link they will answer the questions. So now let's answer the questions. Now clicking on the link, the student will get this form. So the student will now answer the questions. First the student will put his details. So first name, roll number, then class and section, and then here the student will answer the questions. So here operating system act as an interface, let the student answer as true. The ability to perform more than one task together at one time. So here I'm going to give some wrong answers also, so that you can understand. So let it be multi-programming. The correct answer is multitasking. Then full form of FTP is, here the student will be answering file transfer protocol. Define algorithm. Now here the student will write the answer. Here the student will write, so the step by step method to solve a problem is algorithm. So here answer is recorded. Then here draw a flow chart to find area of a circle. So here student will add a file. I have already drawn a flow chart, so I'm going to insert that file. So click on add file. Here we have to select files from your device, and wherever your file is stored, that you have to find out. This is my image which I want to send. So click on upload. Here you can see that this image has been taken. Click on upload. So here you can see that all the questions have been answered. Now the student will submit this form. So once submitted, here this message comes, your response has been recorded. Now similarly, I am going to enter one more record so that it becomes clear to you. In the same method, I have recorded one more response. Here you can see two responses are there. And now it's time to stop this accepting responses. Otherwise, once the time is over, students should not be allowed to answer. Otherwise, they will keep on answering. So the first thing is we will disable this. So now you can see that not accepting responses. Now the student will not be allowed to answer. And now let's learn how to evaluate or how to check the answers. So here you can see these are responses. So here we have two responses. So first we click on this two on this individual. Then we will be able to see the individual responses. So here we will check the responses. This is for roll number 1. Here you can see that the objective answers, they are corrected by their own. So if your test consists of only objective answers, you don't have to evaluate automatically. Your question paper will be evaluated and the marks will be stored. But since we are having some question also, so here we'll have to check them. So here the student has written step by step method to solve a problem is algorithm. So here I give 3 marks. Then next question is draw a flow chart to find area of a circle. So we'll have to see this image. So I click on this. So this is the image. So this is also correct one. So I will give full marks for this also. So here I give the marks, full marks is 4. So I give 4 marks over here. So now we will save this response. So now you can see that the marks obtained by the student is now 9 out of 10. Similarly, I'm going to check the second response also. So here I'm going to click here so that I can move to the next response. So all the objectives, they are corrected. So here you can see that I have checked both the responses. This is response 1 and this is response 2. So we have I have checked both these questions. Now it's time to see where these marks are getting stored. So for seeing that, we have to click on this plus sign. This will take us to the Excel sheet. So when I click over here, here you can see this is the Excel sheet which is storing the response. Here you can see the marks obtained by the students, the roll number, name, then class, and this will also have all the response, all the answers which the student have entered. So all the things have been stored. So this is good for future reference also. Now if you want to download this file, so we can click over here and then download Microsoft Excel. So when you click this, here you can see that this form is downloaded in your system. So this is how we can conduct online exam. We can create the form, we can create the questions. We have just learned that how student will answer and how the answer will be evaluated. Thank you for watching this video.